Let's learn how a duel proceeds. Players in a duel take turns, starting with the first player and proceeding to the second. Each player's opportunity to take actions is called a turn. Begin turn. At this point, we have just completed a turn and advance to the next. Phase 1. Draw a card. The player whose turn it is draws a card from his library and adds it to his hand. Phase 2. Mana charge. The player whose turn it is gains 2 mana during this phase. Mana is the energy required to carry out actions. Phase 3. Actions. During this phase, the player can command a creature that was already summoned to take an activation or use a spell card. Play spell cards from your hand. You can play as many spell cards as you want, provided that you have the needed mana. If a creature was summoned in an earlier turn, you can pay its activation cost to make an attack again with attack. Or rotate its direction with rotate. Attack may be carried out before rotate, or vice versa. You may order as many creature activation cards and play as many spell cards as you want, and in any order. If a creature attack is carried out during Phase 3, actions, a battle phase begins. This is when creatures battle each other. Battle begins with the attacking creature's attack, then proceeds to the defending creature's counterattack. After battle is complete, return to Phase 3, actions. When you are finished taking all desired actions, or have no possible actions to take, announce the end of Phase 3, actions, and proceed to the next phase. Phase 4, summon a creature. During this phase, you can summon creatures. If you choose not to summon a creature, announce the end of your turn. Pay the summoning cost to summon a creature to a field. You can summon only one creature per turn. When a creature is first summoned, it will attack if there is an enemy within its attack zone. If a creature attack occurs after a creature is summoned, a battle phase begins. After the battle is complete, Phase 4, summon a creature, automatically ends. Proceed to the next phase. Phase 5, resolution. This phase resolves things that occurred during that turn. Status of the field is assessed to resolve effects. At this point, if your hand is 8 cards or more, place cards in the graveyard until you have 7 or less. If the player whose turn it is has satisfied a victory condition, he wins. Once turn resolution is complete, announce the end of your turn to complete the turn. Be careful about announcing the end of a phase, because you cannot backtrack to earlier phases. Now for a demonstration duel. Each player draws 5 cards from his library. First, let's have a look at the initial hand. Creature Flame Magus. Creature Triton Ice Guard. Creature Bizarre Foot Soldier. Creature Twin Goblins. Spell Fissures of Goli. These 5 cards compose your hand. If you are not satisfied with your hand, you may redraw once by returning your hand to the deck, shuffling it, and drawing again. This option is called a mulligan. Begin duel. Phase 1. Draw a card. The opponent player draws one card from his library at the beginning of his turn. However, the player who goes first does not draw a card on the very first turn. Phase 2. Mana charge. At the beginning of every turn, each player acquires 2 mana. Mana is gained at each turn, and leftover mana is carried over. Phase 3. Actions. During this phase, the player may command creature activations or play spells. There are no creatures on the board, so this phase ends. Phase 4. Summon a creature. The opponent summons a creature. The opponent pays the summoning cost of Verzar Foot Soldier and summons it to a field. The state of the field determines which fields a creature can be summoned to. If the player has no creatures on the board, he may summon the creature to any empty field. Opponent summons Verzar Foot Soldier to field 9. The creature is summoned to a field, with that creature's owner now in control of that field. The top of a creature card is defined as its front, and the creature may be placed on a field facing any one of the 4 directions. When a creature's element matches the field it occupies, it gains 2 hit points. This is called a field bonus.